We're back. Happy Thanksgiving once again. I'm Brooke Baldwin. Here's the news. President Trump intensifying his clash with Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts, who criticized the president for calling a jurist, quote, an Obama judge. Trump hit back, insisting Obama judges exist, and he slammed the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which ruled on the travel ban and may rule on a recent court decision that blocks Trump's asylum ban.
We get a lot of bad court decisions from the Ninth Circuit, which has become a big thorn in our side. It's a terrible thing when judges take over your protective services, when they tell you how to protect your border. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a disgrace, frankly. And essentially, they're legislating.
Joseph Moreno is back with me. So Joe, just let's fact check. Trump says the Ninth Circuit overturned more than any circuit in the country. Is that true?
So, Brooke, that's a misconception that has been thrown around, and the president has sort of made it worse by repeating it. In fact, it's not true. It is, I think, fourth in line in terms of the circuits that are overturned by the Supreme Court. And it also has to be taken in the proper perspective, right? There are 13 circuits. The Ninth Circuit is by far the largest. It covers 9 states and 2 overseas territories. So it gets a lot of cases from a lot of states that are very diverse. So it's a real misconception, and it's a really poor thing to kind of be using as a cudgel to sort of indict the judiciary as a whole and judges, because it's an unfair criticism.
What about, though, the Chief Justice's point? Part of his quote was, we don't have Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges. But, Joe, I mean, don't presidents through the years pick judges based upon their political views?
Well, sure they do. I mean, they pick judges that they expect will follow a certain type of judicial interpretation, a certain type of decision-making process, right? And that's fine. And there are presidents for decades that are aggravated by the decisions they get, sometimes from judges of their own party and sometimes judges from the other party. So absolutely there are, factually, yes, of course there are judges that are nominated by different presidents, and they'll have their own ideologies. But I think what really jumps out at me here is how one-sided this war of words is, right? Because
how do you mean?
The president has this giant megaphone, right? He can tweet, he can give press conferences, he can have rallies, and he can really criticize the judiciary. And with the exception of this pretty mild retort from Chief Justice Roberts, federal judges can't fight back. So you don't expect them to fight back, right? We expect them to keep their politics to themselves. You don't want hundreds of federal district court and appellate judges giving their personal politics and insulting the president in return. Otherwise, you're going to have a real mess on our hands. So, look, presidents can be aggravated. They can even criticize the decision that they might not agree with. But calling out judges effectively by name, and this is not the first time it's happened, it's so inappropriate, it's so one-sided, and it brings us down a road that we really don't want to go down.
Yeah, just so rare to see this kind of exchange between a Chief Justice and a President of the United States. Joe Moreno, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.